Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In this sitting, we shall discuss the equal distribution of resources in various regions of a government. So, equality and equity based distribution of resources, actually, local government is considered the best vehicle to ensure equal and equity-based economic development in various regions of the government. This political device includes the far-flung areas to get their share in the available cake. According to local self-government, the local people fix their priorities according to their requirement, according to their need, and this promotes satisfaction, particularly in a case when there is a scarcity of resources. This promotes satisfaction among the people, which leads to political stability and national integration. So, in case of Pakistan, there are various type of disparities in the country. There are inter-province disparities. You see, the Balochistan, Punjab, KPK, and Sindh, they have different level of economic and political development. Inter-district disparities, one district to other. You can see in the Punjab, district Lahore, and you cannot make comparison with the district Miawali, Rajanpur, and other districts. District Multan, you cannot compare it with the district Lodhra. So there are inter-district disparities, urban-rural disparities. You find in urban areas there is a lot of development, but in rural areas you cannot find clean water to drink. So between big cities and towns, there are disparities between big cities and towns, and you will find disparities even intra-district disparities within a district. There are few areas are developed and few areas are underdeveloped. Intra-city disparities. So you will find very posh area in Lahore, Gulbarg, Kent, and others. At the same time, Slampura and other places where you cannot find the basic necessities, public provision, basic public provision. So this kind of disparities are in Pakistan, and these are posing a loss of dissatisfaction to the government in the people. So for this, in as I discussed, that the local government can be considered the best vehicle for equal development of the resources. So in 2000 plan, so Provincial Finance Commission was established. So this was established to decide the formula of distribution of resources among various districts and local councils. So this distribution formula to allocate resources between provinces and district governments and among the district governments. So this formula was first time devised to ensure the equality and equity among the various regions. Another very important step was taken in 1998. So the sales tax was imposed, and in lieu of this was decided. So the octroi tax and zilla tax, these were removed from the council because these were regressive taxes, So these were finished at this place. This was decided, a big tax, sales tax was imposed, and 2.5% was decided that this shall be given to the local government, a share of the local government. So another more resources were allocated in these days. More governmental aids provided opportunity to implement vertical equality. So various steps were taken for the to implement the vertical equality which were needed in Pakistan. So for this, every province uh, formulated a formula according to their requirement. Total pool criteria: local share of provincial divisible pool, Punjab 39.8%, Sindh 40%, and WFP 40%, Balochistan 31%. So formula factors with weight: population, Punjab population 75%, Sindh 50%, and WFP 50%, Balochistan 50%. While backwardness, Punjab backwardness 10%, Sindh 17.5%, and WFP 25%, presently KPK 25%. So tax efforts, this was imposed by the Punjab 5% and Sindh 7.5%. Fiscal austerity 5%, only Punjab devised this. And area, Balochistan given a more weightage to the area, and they said the 50% taxes weight which will be given shall be given to the area. They put only two things: population, Balochistan, population and area, 50% population and 50% area. They decided according to their requirement, because this decision was taken by the provincial government. So development incentives, infrastructure deficiency. So Punjab 5% and KPK 25%. So harmless transition, this was given by the Sindh 25%. So this formula first time was devised to distribute the resources among different districts, and it was perceived that this will create this will ensure the equity and equality based development in various regions. So, however, it was a very unfortunate 2.5% of the sale tax never transferred to the local government, because this was not constitutionally guaranteed. And second, this was also, these formulas were not also implemented in lateral spirit by the 2013 People's Party government and later on Muslim League government, and now the situation is quite different, because the local governments are in doldrums. This chart, actually this also show the same table that is in graph. So in this way they distributed the things. So in 2000, technique adopted in 2000 devolution plan. So first, sharing of a major tax, that is sales tax, 2.5%. This was decided in 2000. Actually, this was decided in 1998 when the sales tax was imposed by the Nawaz Sharif government. 17% sales tax was imposed, and a few taxes were withdrew. So that was octroi tax and sales taxes, which was the major income source of income of the local government since the British period. However, these octroi tax and zilla tax were considered regressive tax. So this is another discussion we'll discuss when the time will come. So tax 2.5%. Grants from higher tiers. These grants were transferred to the local government on various bases by involving civil society and NGOs. Community board were created in this. According to community board, a share was shared by the local people, and the other amount was provided by the government. But unfortunately, these community board remained ineffective. They could not they could not, the governments could not constitute it, and neither they played any role. Financial burdens shifted to the departments. Actually, the salaries of various departments which were burdened during Bhutto period, they transferred the education to the federal and provincial governments like this. Shared the cost some big projects, any big projects, so the upper tier of the government sometimes share that. So these were actually, you can say, the uh, techniques and steps which were taken by the government during the devolution plan to ensure equality and equity-based economic development intra-region, intra-district or inter-district development through this way. Thank you very much. Inshallah, if there's any question, don't hesitate to ask.